Potent Ponder, and I'm back with another video. Yo, please come and thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, thumbs up the video, please, thumbs it up. That's the least you could do. If you view the video, thumbs it up. Support the channel. The Cash App is in the description below. Yo, please make sure that you also, if you want to send a donation to the Give Send Go for Carmelo Anthony, the young teen that was involved in that stabbing situation in Frisco, Texas, make sure that you check out in the description below. So listen, let's get straight into it. I want to talk about the Nicki Minaj swatting situation, and I do think that I personally think, this is my opinion, I'm not saying this fact, but I do think it has something to do with Cardi B. Now, if you remember, this is like the third or fourth time that Nicki has been swatted, fake phone calls to the police. Now, y'all remember a few months ago, Cardi was saying that 2 times CPS workers were sent to her house. She was apparently upset and mad about it, about the happenings in relation to that. Now, I said back then when that happened, that just happened. Now, listen, we don't know if somebody close to her family did it. We don't know if she did it for attention or a mention. Cardi B is so desperate and thirsty for any type of people to converse about her. I wouldn't be surprised if that was orchestrated. So anyway, I personally felt like that situation happened to her, so she'd be like, well, it happened to me too, you understand? And suddenly, when Nicki, the week that her sneakers are released, now all of a sudden she got another swatting call. I just find it to be a little bit weird. So listen, I'm gonna get into this article from TMZ. It says Nicki Minaj targeted and swatting call. Law enforcement responds to an empty house. They sent to an empty house, so it wasn't what they thought they was going to get. That's crazy. And you see, Nicki also just posted tonight. She's out. She's somewhere. Maybe she's on vacation or somewhere. Somebody was saying that maybe she's doing her fittings for the Met Gala. We don't even know if she's going to be there or not, but that was just something I seen somebody throw out there, right? So TMZ says superstar Nicki Minaj is the latest high profile target of a swatting call this week as law enforcement personnel swarmed her LA area property Wednesday night, responding to a report that a shooting took place at her house. Come on. And wasn't that last girl that they were saying that the last girl who was associated with the swatting to Nicki's property, she had something to do with Cardi B? Come on, man. Like, I don't care what you feel. I do feel like it's associated. And yeah, these people are tactful, like, oh, because you got to realize anytime a person gets any type of press, it's always, if it's good press, like her sneakers came out this week, the Billboard situation came out with this week when she was named the #1. And it's always like, you have to realize that evil, they will try to throw out stories to bury those situations. Well, they'll try to, even though I don't think that they work, right? So anyway, law enforcement sources tell TMZ shortly after 7 p.m. yesterday that the LA County Sheriff's Office Department received a phone call reporting an assault at a residence at the Hidden Hills where Nicki lives, right? Deputies rushed to the scene where they found no one at home and no issues in the area. See, people got to start being charged with these crimes. Them just got to face time for them hate crimes. The Los Angeles Times reports that an unidentified person called the sheriff's business line, and if it wasn't Cardi, it was one of her fans. It was one of her fans. I know that it was. I know that it was somebody who don't like Nicki, and it was associated with that side. I know that it was. So they called the sheriff's business line, not 911, right, to report that someone had shot a black woman. Someone has shot a black woman at Nicki's address, and 2 people were still at the scene. The caller later was later classified as swatting, right? So Minaj previously dealt with this, with being a target of swatting, and in which the caller reports an incident in order to provoke a massive law enforcement response to their target in August of 2023. LA County deputies were told that someone had been shot in her house before, right? You remember that? The caller on Wednesday's night incident has not been identified. These people need to trace these calls. Remember back in the day, we used to trace people calls. Was it star 69? No, star 67 blocked your number from person seeing it. Star 69, they need to figure out a way. Every number should be traceable, right? So they went on to say how young Scooter, how his life was, you know, he was involved in this swatting situation as well. We're told that Nicki and her family were not even on the West Coast at the time. And they were saying that something about a child was being abused too. Now, yo, I feel like to a slow person who doesn't realize things that are happening, like it's a lot, you know, Cardi, she's been spazzing online at Offset, and then also with this situation, her showing her, you know, her support for the Dominican Republic or whatever, right? It's the perfect storm to make it seem like she doesn't have anything to do with it. You know, I personally feel, I would bet, how much would I put on it that I know that the person who made that phone call is associated with Cardi? I would put $500 on it, that I guarantee you if they trace down to the nitty gritty, I mean, deep dive into it, I guarantee you that they are associated with her, because this is the type of people that they are. Nicki had too much of an amazing week. Billboard #1 greatest female of all times. Shoe line came out, the new shoes, people purchasing and supporting. So I don't put anything past them at all. I really want you to get in the comments. Let me know what you think. Do you think that this reeks of Cardi B? I personally do think it does. I do, because and I don't even think that that whole swatting situation was real when it happened to her. And Cardi is an actor. She was on TV for Love and Hip Hop and reality TV. A lot of that stuff be fake. A lot of it be real. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of it be fake. They know how to amp it up and, just try to, get viewers and get clicks and all of that. They know exactly what they're doing. So I think that I feel as though like social media is Cardi's type of ring. That's what she loves, but she uses it, know how certain people use social media in a business sense where they like pushing product and getting their talent out there, whatever. She uses it for the mess. She uses it for the drama, all of that. So I don't believe anything. I don't. So listen, get in the comments. Let me know what you think about that. I'm going to move on to the next story in regards to Soulja Boy. So Soulja Boy, I've been hearing a lot about this lately in regards to the lawsuit that was against him for the sexual battery and assault, right? So I seen this on the Neighborhood Talk, and it says, yikes, Soulja Boy found liable of assault and sexual battery in lawsuit where his ex-girlfriend assistant accused him of abuse for multiple years, and he is ordered to pay $4 million in damages. Wow. So let's get into this, right? So I have heard different rumblings in regards to Soulja Boy saying that he's not a nice person behind the scenes to women, but I guess this makes it real, being that this woman went to court and this wasn't a default. This was what she was awarded this in damages. So neighbors, get into this. For the last few weeks, Soulja Boy has been in court for a civil lawsuit against him, where the woman who was his ex-assistant turned lover accused him of intimate assault and battery. Well, now Soulja Boy has been issued a major L, with the jury finding him liable of assault and battery, right? And intentional infliction of emotional distress. And what I can imagine, I don't know what they're going to disclose in this article, but what I can imagine is that this person probably clearly documented this. I don't know whether if it's by video on her phone or text messages from, sending it to him, and he's confirming in the messages like, I'm sorry, babe, I'm sorry I did this to you. Just listen, you got to be careful what you respond to in these messages. People be getting you caught up in a loop-de-loo, and then next when they try to file these lawsuits or whatever, it looks as though that you admitted to it. Right? So in the 2021, Jane Doe filed a lawsuit against Soulja Boy, claiming that for 2 years he raped her and abused her. She alleges in December 2018, just a month after she became his assistant, allegedly he sent her an unsolicited nude picture. Despite this, they started seeing each other romantically. During the time, Soulja Boy allegedly became violent with him once, allegedly pushing her out of a car and making her walk 5 miles. Then in February of 2019, he allegedly intimately assaulted her for the first time, sending her $1,000 as an apology. Soulja Boy, is this why he was so nasty to Bad Baby? See, I was thinking that it was a certain energy there, even though she a culture vulture just like Cardi B, and she trying to suck it up, trying to ride the wave over this diss record with that damn Summer Walker, Winter Walker, whatever that girl name is, that white girl that she going back for. And a lot of y'all so fake. Quick segue. A lot of y'all so fake because y'all make it seem like y'all don't like Cardi, but then I see y'all giving it up for Bad Baby and all of that shit is whack. Culture vulture. A lot of y'all just listen. Y'all be telling on yourself. Real talk, y'all do. Anyway, let's get back to the article. So Soulja Boy sent this girl $1,000 for intimately assaulting her. This is crazy. The disturbing lawsuit continues to detail the alleged abuse the woman endured at the alleged hands of Soulja Boy. She alleged that he would punch and kick and body slam her due to his jealousy, that and once threatened, he said he should have unalived her. Yo, these people are demons in the background. She also claims that he locked her in a room with no mattress, food or water on multiple occasions. She alleges that he would intimately assault her, multiple times a day. What type of people is this? This industry is mad, yo. The woman initially asked the courts to be awarded $73 million in damages. He RAPED'd her. He punched her. He kicked her. He cut her. He pointed a Draco gun at her. He locked her up in a room. He told her, "I hope you die slow." Oh my God, this is terrible. The woman's attorneys, Ron Zambrano, told the jury, "If you don't believe my client, don't give her a dollar. But if you do believe her, give her everything." Right? Ultimately, the jury decided that to find him liable for assault, intimate battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. The total damage amounts to $4 million. Ooh, Soulja Boy. But I would tell you this, right? I want to tell you this message to anybody, whether it's you, whether it's somebody who you knew and they tried to get into the industry. Listen, when I was younger, I always wanted to be a manager, right? Into the music industry, because I felt like I just know a lot. I've studied the game a lot, as it pertains to the music business. There's things that I don't know, but I was like, I would love to be a manager, right? And for certain reasons, like, excuse me, I'm sorry, that didn't go forward. Also, I was just like, oh, I would love to be a writer, or I would love to do music. I felt like there was a force kind of protecting me from people in this industry, because we seen the Diddy's, how Diddy is. I don't care what nobody says, right? The behavior that Diddy exudes, that's not a behavior of somebody who likes women. When I say likes women, right? The way that you treat a woman, to me, it says a lot how you feel about your mom, and it doesn't mean anything in a sexual nature, or like, what you're attracted to or whatever. But think about how Diddy did Cassie and did the, other women who had stories. That woman he was dating at Howard University and she claimed abuse. Think about what this woman is detailed. And I really wish that it was a way, because how did they award her with $4 million in damages if there was no proof? I want to know what the proof was. Was it text messages where, he sent her $1,000? Did she have a text message that where he's saying, "I'm sorry," or whatever, incriminate? But Soulja Boy, that is vicious and vile. Like, why are you treating her like that? To me, that gives energy. I'm sorry, I'm gonna just say it. That gives energy that you want to be with a bro. Diddy too. I mean, maybe they could be bisexual. I don't know. But to me, if you just hating a woman that hard and you told her you hope you should have killed her and intimately assaulting her, locking her up in a room, telling her to die slow, that's dark, ugly behavior. Yeah, that is. Anyway, get in the comments. Let me know what you think about that. I want to move on. The next thing I want to move on to is this Carmelo Anthony situation. I've been speaking about this for the past few days. Carmelo Anthony, he was involved in the attack against Austin Metcalf out in Frisco, Texas, where Carmelo was under a tent, and Austin Metcalf basically was policing him, and Carmelo told him he dares him to put his hands on him and watch what happened. Austin proceeded to putting his hands on Carmelo, and Carmelo stabbed him. Now, while I don't think that Carmelo intended on killing him, he wanted to get him up off of him. Different rumors came out. I posted a video earlier today where it was saying that, both of the brothers were involved in as far as like an attack towards him. So I think everything will come out in due time. They got court on April 14th, so I'll be tuning in and doing an update on that as well. But a video was released today with someone who represents the family, and they said that the family has been receiving death threats and they're scared to even leave the home. So listen, let's get into this right now. I want to check this out.
Today we had a meeting with the leadership of the Frisco Police Department to discuss the matter of urgency in escalating racial threats and bigotry and online hate directed at the Anthony family. Let me be clear. The Anthony family cannot leave their home because of the growing threats towards their safety. Their personal address has been exposed. They have received graphic and racist threats. They are being targeted with violence, and simply because their child is in the center of this tragedy. We are here just for justice. This justice must be fair and impartial and protected from biases. We cannot allow racism and bigotry to divide us. We cannot allow white America to decide when and how black people can speak up against oppression. We do not pull the race card, we live it. Yes, this case is a tragedy. Anytime a child is lost, we mourn as a community. Our heart goes out to the family of Austin Metcalf.
The representative for the family had to come out. If it seemed, the family is sending their condolences. Is also the lawyer made a statement in regards to the well wishes that the family sent over. And this is a tragedy on both ends, with them experiencing that with their son being locked up away, 17 years old in 11th grade. He was a great student. And also with the loss of Austin, it's just a terrible matter. But the thing about it is that, in Texas, the different states have different laws, and it's being presented that Karmelo was defending himself. And I do believe that he was defending himself. If you are involved, if you are a part of the Twitter community and you're just like, I feel like once you get involved in certain conversations, the algorithm kind of pushes like conversations around certain things. Like right now, for some reason, I'm getting a lot of Democrat pushed. And I don't know if that's, if they're promoting that, but I'm getting a lot of Democratic content on Twitter right now. But anyway, I'm in the mix of this situation as well with Austin and Karmelo, and you see so many racist white people it's just like they're not even bold enough like to even show their face. They're all hiding, and it's like these are probably your elected officials, police officers, nurses, doctors, hiding behind these profiles, not showing their faces and none of that, right? It's so hateful out there. And I feel like I want to just tell you this, right? If you ever encounter any of these people, it takes more than saying the NIG than saying the N word to get me mad. That don't get me mad. If you ever notice with me, I'm not really a reactive type of person. Like, no, I've mastered that. You have to be able, because I've learned that you can't react to everything. You have to be careful what you give your energy to. So I'm the same way online as I am offline, because I feel like in person, if a person, they know they could say it's a freedom of speech, they call you an N-word or whatever, and then say you attack them, and now you lose freedom, and now, they're pressing charges on you. So it's just not worth it for me. But I feel like online, it gives a lot of people that type of space to hide and to show hate towards black people, things some of them probably wouldn't say offline. But yeah, so listen, potent pondering, make sure that you stay focused and send support to Karmelo if you believe in him and you believe in his innocence. If you have anything, I don't know what the minimum donation is. I'm pretty sure you probably can do anything from like $5 and up, or whatever you choose your donation to be. But yeah, make sure that you support. This is the end of the video. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think about Cardi B. And, do you think she had anything, or her fans had anything to do with the swatting? That's what I personally believe. I think that somebody did it. And I think that these people need to be brought to justice. They need to stop doing this. This is wasting taxpayer dollars, wasting resources and all of that. What if it was a real serious crime happening at the time and they don't rush people over to one area? So get in the comments. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about Soulja Boy's lawsuit too. That is eye-opening. That's crazy, yo. That is crazy. Why would you want to treat a woman like that? This is on the heels of the Diddy's and the type of things that Cassie accused him of and all of that. It's given I hate women, and not that I hate women because I like men, but it's just given I hate women. I don't know if it's poor relationships with the moms. I don't know what it is, but listen, I don't get it. And then also let me know what you think about that clip I played in regards to Carmelo Anthony's family saying that they're being targeted, they're scared to leave the home. So maybe they're gonna have to move. They're probably, and they live in, based on like I think I seen some pictures of where they live in a nice area, a nice home. So they might have to take some of them donation dollars and like maybe relocate or something, or get some sort of police presence. But shoot, the police so twisted nowadays, you never know who's doing what, right? You know what I'm saying? So listen, potent pondering, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video. If you want to support the channel, the Cash App link is in the comments pinned below. And y'all have a great day. I mean, I'm gonna upload this. It's gonna be Friday morning, so you'll get this going into Friday. So yeah, I'm up out of here. Peace.